Hi everyone, welcome back to the studio. I'm Tammy at Tams Creative Corner, and today we're going to work on a small triptych Dutch pour inspired by the beautiful Rinsky. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but I'll link her in the description below. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle and that beautiful resin clear coat luster that I love so much. So let's get started. I get asked a lot about the mixture I use for my acrylic pours. So I use Floetrol and acrylic paint and just a little bit of water. So it's mostly Floetrol, and then you add in your acrylic paints, and I top it off with water just until it's the consistency that I like to work with. And it really depends on what I'm doing. So with this Dutch pour, it was like a really thin pancake batter consistency for the colors, and the white was a little bit thicker. And here I'm topping it off with water and mixing them up until I get them all about the same consistency. I tend to notice that lighter colors, starting with white, are thicker, and so I add more water. And I already have these two colors mixed up. It's the same ingredients. It's just I'm using a metallic copper and a magenta. And make sure that your boards are level or all of your paint will slide off to one side, and that's no fun. It ruins your whole painting. And then I wipe it down with an alcohol wipe just to get all that dust off. And then here you can see I'm using my white mixture, and it's like 2/3 Floetrol, 1/3 paint, and just a bit of water. These are treated boards that I've sealed with wood sealer and I've painted, and I'll list those down in the description below. Normally when I'm working on like my feathers and my string pulls, I'll pour the white paint off the board, but in this case I'm leaving a pretty thick coating of white paint on. Then I just go over it with my culinary torch to pop any bubbles, and I begin pouring my colors. So I decided in this piece I wanted to kind of go at a diagonal angle, and I'm doing more of a puddle pour technique before I start blowing my white over and around the colors. I do like to make sure that all of my colors are either overlapping or touching so that they blend nicely together. Taking my blow dryer, I'm using a little blow dryer today because this isn't a huge surface. I simply work the white paint over the colors and move them in the direction that I think I might want the composition of this painting to go. This is about the point where I get flustered and I think this is not going to turn out, and I kick my blow dryer on high and I just start blasting my paint around. I do have to take a moment and say, you know what, you can remedy this, and I pour again another puddle pour in the corner that I totally blew out with my white. And then I start manipulating it with my straw, and you'll see that I add back in colors that I liked. What I have learned is if I keep working them, they tend to turn out pretty good. But I am not kidding you, there's a moment in almost every one of these where I just feel like giving up and starting over. But I'm glad I didn't, because I think in the end this one turned out pretty cool. So at this point I decide to separate my boards so that the paint can flow over the edges. I love that look that it gives when the colors are softly just flowing over the edge of your boards. Then I go in with a culinary torch and just see if I can bring out any more cells before moving on and adding in more color. So I finally get it to a compositional style that I like, and then I let it dry. And here it is, very wet, and it took several days to dry. And then I'm going to go in and add in a little bit of sparkle with some glitter glue, just in a few places. I just pick one or two colors and I add in a little bit of glitter on some of those lines. And then I let that dry before moving on to that beautiful clear coat of resin. Today I'm using art resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you just mix half resin and half hardener and mix it really good for a few minutes, and then I begin pouring my resin onto each panel. If you want to learn more about how to resin a acrylic pour, I'll link to a video that's specifically made just for that. And a great trick is to double glove. That way you can just pull one off, grab your culinary torch and start popping all those little bubbles so that you've got a nice clear sheen on your panels. What do you guys think of that resin shine? So I go ahead and throw a clear bin over the top to let it cure and keep all that dust and cat hair out. And then the final product looks like this. Beautiful, sparkly, and glossy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you'll get out there and create something on your own too. And if you like what I'm doing, it really helps me out a lot if you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell to let you know when another video is launched. and I really appreciate every single comment and like that I get. So get out there and make something, everyone. Have a great day.